Howdy everybody, welcome back to another episode of sort of Sims lore, I guess. And we're back with another sort of mysterious Twinbrook death. So we already covered Twinbrook with Juan, whatever his name was, and the other dude, and how suspicious they were with the death of the two twins. Well, it seems there's some more mysterious deaths in this town. I don't know what's up with Twinbrook. They got some weirdos living here. So, yeah, there's another mysterious death here of Pixie Carlton. And she's an interesting character. She's sort of, she died of electrocution. And this gives off very similar, vibes to Olive Spectre with how she died and the fact that her urn is in this random house of this random family. And we sort of delve into this family and why I fully believe that they killed this lady. I fully believe they killed this lady because they are very, very suspicious and genuinely evil people. In the game, they are literally evil. So they are, I wouldn't put it past them to kill this lady. So that's sort of what I believe here. But we're going to be delving into each of these family members and sort of, what's going on here with this family. And sort of this freaky-ass mafia-type family because, yes, they're involved in crime. So, yeah, I think it's pretty evident they killed this lady Pixie. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. Alright, so getting started with this mystery, we have Pixie Carlton herself. Now, she is a ghost in Twinbrook. She's a ghost in Twinbrook here, and she is just like all the other ghosts. She has sort of pale green skin, gray hair, and stuff like that. And, she is deceased. She died of electrocution. And, she has all these traits, which, she's a gray kisser, unlucky, which kind of makes sense because, she's dead. So, yeah, she's here, and she's just kind of a ghost. But what's interesting about Pixie here is that her urn can be found in the home of the Racket family. Now, the Racket family are a little bit suspicious because they're sort of like a mafia family. You can sort of tell by the name because sort of, criminal racket family, so they seem a little bit suspicious here. The two main members, the parents here, Max and Marigold, are both pretty evil people. They're evil, kleptomaniac, mean-spirited. They seem like pretty bad people, and they work in a spa for some reason. The dad, Max, works in a spa, and, Marigold is retired. So, yeah, she's not really working a job. She's just retired. So, yeah, Marigold, she previously worked in the evil branch of the career, the criminal career. So, that's what she retired from, I believe. So, yeah, she worked in that. She is evil like her husband, insane, ambitious, neat, and mean-spirited, and her lifetime wish was to be the emperor or the empress of evil. And, she's got, this goofy-looking outfit on as well, which has, skulls on it. Then you have their sons who are all working different careers. So you got Bill Racket here. Bill Racket is, he's working as a yes man in the politics career, which, sort of means he's kind of like a corrupt politician, I think. That's sort of the idea with this character. And he's also got a romance with Julianne Knack for some reason. But, yeah, this isn't really about the mystery. I'm just going over the members of the family. But, yeah, you got Bill Racket, Dennis Racket. Dennis Racket is actually working in the criminal career. He's a safecracker in the criminal career. So, he's instantly kind of a suspicious character. And he is married to Silver Racket, who is his wife, and he has two children, Shark Racket and Lolly Racket. So, yeah, he has a couple kids there. But it's just odd that Pixie, going back to her, she died on this lot. She died on this lot, or at least her urn is on this lot. And the fact that this family is evil, they're all criminals, they're all sort of involved with crime, leads a lot of people, including myself, to believe that maybe Pixie, didn't die, well, she didn't die naturally, she died of electrocution. But maybe this mafia family, this mafia-type family, Maybe they had something to do with her death. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they had something to do with her death here. It's kind of interesting. Now, there is another character in town called Sophia Carlton, who has the same last name, and they're in the exact same world. So, presumably, and they also have some of the same traits as well. So, presumably, these two characters are related. I don't know if what they're related. Are they siblings, or is it her mom? I don't know. So yeah, they seem like they could be related here. But Sophia doesn't really have anything to do with it. She just wants fame, wealth, and luxury. Yeah, well, actually, she has all these things. So yeah, she wants to live in the lap of luxury, but she's just kind of chilling. She's got nothing to really do with this. Also, another thing worth mentioning is I feel that these two characters are definitely related because there's another character in Twinbrook called Skyless Bayless. Y'all, I don't know why I called him that name. I don't know where I got that name from. His name is Fly Bayless. I got his name wrong, but yeah, continue. And he is obviously related to the Bayless family, and his urn is even in their house. But he's not on their family tree. He's not tied to them on the family tree. So I don't think they tied the families together properly in this world, and that's maybe why these two characters are not connected. Also, what's kind of weird is that Pixie here, her death shouldn't have actually happened, which sounds weird, but the reason it shouldn't have happened was because she's unlucky. And unlucky Sims can't die from preventable deaths. So that's a little bit weird that she died of this. Michelle says the lifetime wish of being a heartbreaker. I don't know if that means anything, but yeah, it's just odd that her urn is on the lot of this mafia type family. And this is a huge family as well. There's a fucking lot of them.
Holy moly.
And there's a whole nother dude as well called Dudley. There's another guy called Dudley Racket who is living by himself. So I think he's another one of the kids of Max and Marigold, and he's just living by himself. And what's kind of interesting is this character Dudley, who is not part of the family, he's moved out, he's in his own house. He's actually working as a desk jockey in the law enforcement career, and he also has the good trait. So I'm thinking our boy here, Mr. Dudley, he could expose his family and expose his corrupt, evil mafia family, considering he is, he's a good and he's a cop, and, maybe he's trying to, expose them for what they did. Maybe he knows about what they possibly did to Pixie Carlton. He seems kind of interesting here, Dudley. So, yeah, he's sort of going against what his family does, involved in crime and, stuff like that, being safecrackers and, being emperors of evil, stuff like that. So he's not like that at all. So that's kind of interesting there. But yeah, Pixie is a very interesting character here. Yeah, it's just odd because we don't really, once again, it's sort of like a Lila Grunt type situation. We don't know much about Pixie Carlton. We don't even know who she's related to. I mean, we have that other Carlton character, but it never says they're directly related, so we don't know what relation they actually have. And, she died in such a, mysterious way of electrocution, and her urn was on the lot of this very suspicious family. You can't help but think maybe they had something to do with it. Maybe they had something to do with her death here. Because, they're highly suspicious. They're all evil criminals. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe these people are hiding something. I don't know. But what I do think, here's what I think. I think they killed Pixie.